What's up, everyone? It is the Tradition Show. My name is Dylan,
And I am Jesse.
and we're here. We're here to give you all the good news and good things that's happening in Houston. First of all, we're going to start off with what's going on in the Houston world of sports.
Oh, love this Houston sports.
Well, we
Yeah.
unfortunately got the heartbreaker with the Astros losing in the 7th game, and
That close.
so close, so
That
close. And unfortunately, our good friend Mattress Mac,
Oh,
losing.
lost a ton of money.
I think the total amount he lost was like around 11 million.
God, but he got it all back on people that tried buying from him.
Yep.
Yep.
So we hope, and we like to support our good friend Mac for all the good things he's done in our community.
For sure.
And all of his support, whether it be during Hurricane Harvey, during any really the storms. I know he's doing a lot of charitable efforts too, as well with veterans at
He is.
Camp Hope and the PTSD Foundation.
Mattress
So-
Mac.
He's an amazing man. So we're just gonna push that away. They're done for the year.
Yes.
Let's move on to the next Houston sports. And well, Rockets, they're 3-3 this year.
Yeah.
They just recently lost last night to Miami.
That was a heartbreak itself.
Yeah, just no defense.
None. Zero.
Accuracy isn't the best lately.
No.
But we have hope.
James
But
Harden
we-
throws stuff up.
Yeah, we got hope. We got
Yeah.
hope with Jason Harden's good moves.
Oh, yeah.
And then him and his chemistry with Westbrook.
Yeah.
We trust that they will work things out here in the beginning of the season. They're currently ranked like number 8 in the division, and LeBron is leading the way with the Lakers at like I think they've lost 5-1 or something.
Yeah, they've been killing
So we trust that Rockets will make their way back. But on the other hand, we do have our saving grace in the Houston Texans.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Who would have
would've
thought when you
thought?
didn't have an offensive line that could save Deshaun Watson as he
No.
runs around? And I feel like it's still a weekly thing. He's just running around working to make plays.
Yeah.
They
Man,
won.
We're number 1 in our division
Yeah, they won.
because the Colts lost last night.
Yeah. Did it go off?
Mm-mm.
Is it the red light beeping?
Nope.
Thought I heard it click. Okay. Well, that was something awesome. Really, the Texans won 26-3
Yeah.
against the Jaguars.
26-9, I think.
26. I think it's 26-3.
26-3? Even
I
better.
think.
That's awesome.
I think that's what it was.
All right, fair.
But anyways, they won that game, so good on them. They're leading
Yeah.
the Southern Division at 5-3, right?
Yeah, 5-3.
5-3, and then the Colts are 4-3, I think.
Yes, because they lost last night.
Yeah. So, hey, go Texans.
Go Texans.
Go Deshaun. Keep throwing that ball, D Hop.
Yeah.
He's I think
yeah.
he's like number 9-ish for for most receptions.
Oh, wow.
Or most yards for
That's
receivers.
awesome.
So that's very exciting
That's
as well.
awesome.
Other than that, that's really what we have in sports. We do have an announcement regarding we have Veterans Day coming up.
Yep.
That's
Monday.
Monday, November 11th. And for many of you that don't know, the banks will be closed, but most everyone will still be working, so it'll be a little bit harder to get financing on those days. But
Yeah.
more than likely, you'll close on Tuesday or Wednesday that week, or even Friday the week before. So
Sure.
just keep that in mind and go out there and support our wonderful veterans and everything they do and their sacrifices for our great country.
For sure.
Other than that, I'm going to hop into a little bit of news that we have here locally in Houston. And let's talk about rents in Houston. Huh?
Rents. Don't rent. Buy.
Brad, that's
From this guy.
there we go. That's what I like to hear. Rents right now in the greater Houston area, it's compared to nationwide, it's actually relatively affordable. But on the other hand, it's practically as much as a mortgage.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for an investment for a home and where you want to build a family, hey, that's the best thing to do is get a home and have some stability and someplace that you can just really make it your own. But anyways, this article here is from Culture Map, and it talks about the Houston zip codes that have the most charging for rent. And it goes on to talk about that 77005 is the most expensive in the Houston area, and that's really the West University, Rice Village area, and it actually clocks in on average at $2,033 a month.
Wow. That is a mortgage.
That is a mortgage, definitely. And currently, the rents in that area have actually decreased 1.1% over the last year. According to the study, which was used in July 2019, the average calculated by a company called Yardi Matrix, it's the only spot in the top 10 where rents have dropped. So, if we look at the number 7 neighborhood, the zip code is 77006. And this is the Hyde Park, Montrose area, where the average rent is cheaper at $1,970 a month.
It's not bad, actually.
Yeah, so like if you're comparing this, the article will go on to talk about like if you compare it towards Manhattan, the average ranging rent is between $5,053 to $6,021 a month in Manhattan. So that's really interesting.
Nuts.
Back to regarding to the Montrose and Hyde Park area, the rents are up just 3% over the last year. The downtown area actually ranks 8th with an average costing $1,970 a month, which is actually an increase of 0.4%, and which we can kind of expect. It's downtown. You've got a lot of amenities right there, a lot of work employment there as well. You've got the renovations that are happening on Main Street, and all the food halls that are going in there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of cool things, a lot of great things that are happening downtown, refurbishing, making it a great place to live.
Amazing.
And a great epic center of culture and diversity, whether it be with sports, food, business, food, things of that nature. So that's super exciting, and some of the museums and musical things that are happening as well.
For sure.
Let's go on. So renters in the Austin and DFW face steep prices as well, and the other top 10 expensive zip codes in Texas are the following. Number 1 is downtown Austin at $2,885 a month. Number 2 is Highland Park, Knox, Henderson, and Dallas, which was $2,791 a month. Number 3 is Tarrytown in Austin at $2,634 a month. Number 4 is University Park in Dallas at $2,451 a month. And then downtown Dallas is $2,088 a month. And then Central East Austin, $1,932 a month. Another DFW Flower Mound, $1,831 a month. And those are just some of the things in terms of rent that we're seeing around the Houston and Texas greater city areas. Unique note that we don't see anything down in San Antonio.
That's what I was gonna say. There's no San Antonio.
So, hey,
dang, moved to San Antonio.
Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff happening in San Antonio. I've heard recently that there's some great business dealings that are happening there, and
awesome
in terms of hospitality as well. But let's move on to our next article. And this actually regards to tiny homes.
Tiny homes.
Tiny homes.
I can't fit in one.
You'd probably be like, I believe I hit my head. Well, anyways, so there's a new tiny home development in Eastwood, and it's the first in the Houston area. The architects that are designing the building are Brent Zamor Design and Gibson Design. And these homes range from 600 to 800 square feet, and they're actually working for $250,000 for a price.
That's nuts.
The sale price.
God, that's nuts.
Hey, if that's for you, and you're the one that wants to travel and you just want a minimal lifestyle, maybe a tiny home's for you. Give me a call. I'll be happy to set you up with a viewing appointment.
Like that.
And we can take a look at these tiny homes. I'm very curious to see it. I haven't driven by this community yet. I'm actually quite familiar with the area.
Yeah.
There is the Coral Sword, which is a great coffee shop that's right around there.
Yeah, and Homeboy owns it from
Hunter Pence.
Hunter Pence.
And I think he's in partnership with one of the guys from that comic show. I forget they always did. What's his name? I don't remember.
No.
What's the guy that does? I don't remember. Anyways, I'll put the picture and what's his name on there in the background. I forget his name.
Not Jay and Silent Bob guy.
Yes. Yeah. That guy. Yeah, that guy.
He's a big hockey fan.
Yes.
Yeah.
That guy.
I forget his name too.
I don't remember. But he had that comic book, the figurine and comics store where they like give prices, kind of like the Pawn Stars of like nerd culture stuff.
I saw it on Netflix.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. But anyways, One of the guys that's on the show partnered with Hunter Pence, and they own and operate Coral Sword, which is a coffee, gaming, kind of a nerd express shop. So,
I like it.
so that's super. Well, anyways, off topic regarding these tiny homes. The tiny homes, they have like 2 floor plans. They have quartz in some of that, and for one of their design features for their
Wow.
countertops. They are. They're really they're going. They have a lot of great features, and that are put into this place. They've got a patio space. They've got a dedicated driveway. They have modern lighting, plumbing fixtures and appliances, a self-cleaning range, tankless water heaters, and a Mitsubishi split heating, ventilation, air conditioning system.
Wow, luxury.
Yeah,
Tiny
so like some of the pictures I saw and some of the renderings were quite interesting.
Really?
Be like a
Huh.
cool little place to stop by, or maybe if you even did it like for Airbnb or like a
Yeah.
like a rental place or something. It would be kind of unique for travelers and something of that nature in a pretty close area to downtown, the Edo area, U of H, games, things of that nature. Might be
Yeah.
a good idea.
That's awesome.
If you guys have any more questions regarding tiny homes in Houston, give me a call. I may not have all the information right now, but I'm definitely going to find out for you. I'll actually have a listing posted of the information regarding these tiny houses on my website, the Tradition Realty Group, and then also on this video, you'll see a link there.
Awesome.
So you guys can have
Tiny
that.
homes.
Tiny homes, man. Tiny homes. So now let's get into what's happening in the Houston area regarding the housing market.
For sure.
So right now we're seeing around, well, we are seeing for last month recorded of September. We're about to get the new October report.
Okay.
The monthly inventory for the Houston area is 4.1 months.
Okay.
And what that means is that over the last couple of years, we've seen it grow to this amount, and it's been hovering in this area. I think the highest we've seen is like 4.3 months in the Houston area. Which means as we get closer to 6%, we would be shifting to a buyer's market, which means that homes, sellers are competing more with each other. There's more homes than buyers buying the properties. So what that says is that it takes, if no more homes were to come to market, it would take 4 months for those houses of inventory to sell out.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Makes sense.
And what we see currently, year to date, we're actually 3.8% ahead of 28, which was a record-setting
Wow.
year. Currently, homes are sitting on the market for 53 to 55 days. And these are all good signs of a healthy economy here in Houston. Where, in regards to the increase, it's generally what we see. We're on a 5-year plus sellers market where prices have been good and sellers are getting top dollar for their homes. So super positive things, and it's just a general economic, the business cycle, if you will, that it ebbs and flows, and we're in the shifting portion of that where properties we'll see tend to probably grow and stay on the market a little bit longer unless we see some sort of reinvigoration of economic boom. Or not see, or if we see economic deficiencies or a really turn for the worse, but we're not really anticipating that. We're just seeing, based on the way the stock market is doing, we're seeing record numbers in that regard. So people are making and hauling in their funds.
That's
when
awesome.
it comes to the stock market, and which we're seeing this slow transition versus a more rapid one. So
Good.
these are positive numbers, and if you're looking to buy, we're at a great time, especially for how low interest rates are. I know
money
the Fed,
is cheap.
Yeah, money is cheap. It fluctuates. It's been going back and forth, especially over the last year, where we've seen a little bit more disparity, where it was 4 and 5, and we're seeing as low as 3.8-ish in that rate. In that range. Just a lot of optimistic things if you're looking to get in the housing market or even in the rental market, because it's super affordable here in Houston.
It is.
I have some friends that just got into a house. 3 friends split a $3,000 per rent house. So
It's awesome.
so those options are there. And hey, why buy a house when you can just continue to live with your friends?
Yeah.
Or you could buy a house and then rent to them.
That's even
It
better.
might even be better. Save a little bit of money, make a
Yeah.
little bit of money too.
Be living rent free.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, everyone, that really wraps up what we have for today. There is Houston's been a little chilly lately,
It has.
a little cooler.
But it's supposed to jump up to like the 80s tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Winter is here.
Yeah. In Houston.
Winter's no longer coming, it's here. I was talking with my mom today. They actually got snow last night.
Seriously.
And it was below 30 degrees
Dang.
in Minnesota. So we're very
Nope.
thankful we live down here in
Yes.
the wonderful, warm state of Texas. And we don't have fires, or it looks like hurricane season is done and over with for the
Yep.
year. So
Knock on wood.
we anticipate, from what I read from the Farmer's Almanac, it'll be a mild winter.
Awesome.
So,
I like it.
And up north, it'll be lots of cold, rainy, watery, moist winter. So lots of snow.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, thank you guys. We really appreciate you guys,
Thanks, guys.
tuning in to the Tradition Show. Actually, tonight, today's October 3rd or 4th?
4th.
4th.
October 4th.
October 4th is the last night of the year for our Tradition Networking event. We'll disclose more details regarding our schedule next year. It is at Holman Draft House from 6:30 to 8:30. So come and join us if you have a free minute. We could talk about all the great things Houston, or talk about business if that's something you're interested in. You guys enjoy. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Have a great week. Have a great Turkey Day. Have a great Christmas. We'll have another video before the end of the month. Bye.
Bye, guys.